remember I'm sitting downtown in the Federal Square where that Federal building is, and there's that like
Mm-hmm.
that weird roller coaster looking fucking thing on top of it. I don't know what that structure is called, but yeah,
Yeah, no,
I'm
exactly.
sitting in there, right?
Whoever did
And
that
this
was an
lady
idiot.
comes up to me, and she's like, "Hey there, how you doing?" And I was looking at you, and I want to say a prayer with you real quick. And so she held my hand, and she sat down next to me. She held her in my hand, and she said a prayer for me. And she was like, God bless, thank you. And I thanked her. I told her to just say God bless and thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But I mean, it was also like very scary because it just felt like a universe just throwing a sign my way, just being like, you're gonna be tried, or something
Right,
like
or
that.
something's wrong with you.
Yeah, it seemed wild. Yeah, it was just like,
You see my death,
but it
lady?
was also like, it's also peaceful. It's very calming, especially just because she's just talking and she's saying nothing but positive things and asking the Lord for that for me.
I asked you to go to church with me before. I just want to go one time. I've never been to church.
You never been?
Never been to church. I've sat in church before for like Christians.
I've been to church.
But I've never been to church.
Yeah, I've been to church. Went there a couple. I mean that's the one thing that like I look at churches, and I mean churches are beautiful places. In theory, like what they're made to represent.
Right.
Like the whole
Yeah.
idea of it. It's very. And I mean the architecture and the spaces that they make simply for worshiping or for praying and
We made this for you
yeah
so that we could worship you. It is a beautiful thing when you think about it without
Yeah.
all the corruption inside.
Yeah, exactly. What it actually is and
Mhm.
what it is today. You know what I'm saying? And what happens behind closed doors with that whole thing. But you're coming and you're. I mean, it's weird because like I went to Catholic churches and I mean it's all about like the stories aren't always like positive. It's just like when you're worshiping, like you're literally going there and it's just talking about the great grace of God, and it's very odd, man. Like it's not like you're going there. It's just all this positive thought and feelings and wishing for your well being and whatnot. It's just like just talking about the might of the Lord, pretty much. It's like well, those were the churches I went to. But the might of God and what God can do for you and letting God. I mean, it's just like it's very odd.
Hmm. We gotta go to a black church.
Bro. Yes, because I mean they do it fucking right.
They be choir singer and shit. You know what I mean? Choirs are lit.
I mean, black churches period are lit, bro. Like I mean, like that's what.
They got a lot more fire in them.
Yeah, passion,
What about those African churches?
passion for the passion of the Christ.
Ah.
You said what?
Well, they're just like they do the fake shit and then people fall and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
This is like throwing themselves all over the place. Yeah, I mean, there was that one church. It was the snake church that they had down in, like Louisiana or Alabama. Where they would have these venomous snakes, and they would just be like, "God will protect me. These snakes will not bite me because
That's
of God."
insane,
I do got bit a couple of times, but
So if you never prayed,
I prayed. I definitely prayed.
just stop doing it.
More as a kid, and my sister Lauren, her being a couple years older than me, I remember, we used to talk about it, and she would, express her, you know, beliefs of not believing in one, and I kind of clung to that for a while, I'm
When you're
still,
young,
yeah,
yeah, your
exactly.
role
You
model,
clung to that for a while,
person you live with.
you're 16, you're edgy, you're just like religion's a fucking ploy, it's a lie, type of shit. So I mean, I prayed before. I haven't prayed. I can't say I've prayed as an adult though. Every once in a while, I'm
You
just
never
like,
tried to talk to God?
every once in a while,
Or
man.
you never tried to talk to the
There's
universe?
been once in a while where like there's been like things going on, and I've just been like, Lord, if there's one out there,
It's like it ain't hitting, but it is.
So Lord, if there's one out there, help me.
Yeah.
It's like that type of thing.
I've always said universe,
I've never,
but lately I've been praying to God.
I never, would be like, God, if you're there, I'm just hoping for the best and wishing for, this, that, and the well-being of other. Not that like that, As a kid, I did that a lot,
Hmm.
So, because early on, it was like raised in like a religion, My grandmother
Yeah.
didn't go to church that,
I used to say the thing that you were saying, the shepherd prayer. My dad taught me that. I would say that before I go to bed for like a year or something like that.
Yeah.
know what I mean? Down, labor, down to rest, whatever.
Yep.
I don't even remember it anymore. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
I guess I've just been directing it.
I still remember.
I don't even think you need to really put a title on it, but it's just the fact that you're voicing what you're thinking out, you know? There's something to that. There's something to that, bro. And I
Yeah,
know,
instead of the thoughts manifesting just in your head. Yeah.
like when I was praying today, this morning actually, I cursed, you know? I cursed in the middle of the prayer because I was angry. And then I'm thinking, I was going to apologize, but then I was thinking, well, this is my prayer, though. And this is how I'm saying this, you know?
There's no rules to your prayer, you know.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, I don't, of course, don't want to cuss out God here, but like, this is how I'm feeling right now.
That's one thing I think, it's I've never understood that the bad word type of thing that we've kind of come up with. I never really understood it because I mean, language is language, and the representation of words in whatever way, shape, or form. Of course, besides racial slurs and stuff, are part of speaking. Like I don't understand why something like fuck would be why you can't say that on the radio. You can't say that on it's like they say it's a curse word. Like I mean, like I'm like, did that originate in some type of satanic curses or something, and that's why we believe they're bad? Like I don't what is going on?
That I have no idea about, but I guess like in the prayer, you're definitely not supposed to cuss out, be using those words towards God.
But I mean, it's your prayer, I guess I guess if you're in a Christian religion,
And I was angry.
if you're in a Christian religion, it's straight up thing. You don't use God's name in vain. You don't curse to God.
I was angry with God, It's like, this is what it was.
Smack him. I mean, that's the thing. It's your if I mean, I guess if you're speaking to anyone's particular God, I mean, maybe keep the curse words out of it, But if you're talking
How is
to
it
your
anyone's
God,
particular God?
I'm saying let's say
Right?
let's say
But at that moment, he's my God. I'm talking to him, How can I talk to someone else's God? So now we're acknowledging that there's gods. You know what I mean?
So I think in the spiritual sense, I
But
mean, I think it'd be
right. But what I'm saying is, if you're praying to Allah and I'm praying to Jesus Christ, we're both praying to God. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you, but be like, the way I'm looking at it is like, on the outside of the religion, it's like, hey, God, damn well I'm not a Christian. Okay.
It's funny how it
But
is with that.
but if you are out there, I'm talking on the behalf of this person, I'm wishing good things on behalf of this person, it's like I want
Why do we say if you are out there, right, to protect your human ego? Why else would you say that? We all say it. I'm not saying you, but why does everybody say that? Why do we say that? It's to protect your ego, right? Because you
think so?
feel dumb for saying this shit out loud to the universe like this. You feel dumb. So you're like, if you are out there, that's the only reason I'm doing this, because if you are out there, I'm talking, you know what I mean? You're already talking, motherfucker. What do you mean if you are out there? You're talking to something out there. Why if you are out there? You already acknowledged it's real the moment you talk to it.
I mean, it's acknowledging it's real. I mean, it's hard to say. It's 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 like I fully believe in. Let's say like
No,
you
but I'm
know,
saying
but
like it's like if any ghosts are in here, leave me alone.
are you gonna?
Bitch, you already said ghosts are in here.
But are you gonna lie to the universe and be like, look, I believe you're out there. I believe that particular God is out there. The universe knows, the universe knows me, man. You know what I got going on inside.
Sometimes I always think, do I even got to say that loud?
Fucking
That's what I was
crazy,
thinking. That's
fucked
my
up
whole big
human.
thing with a prayer. I'm like, can I just say a prayer inside my
I
head?
think it's important to say it out loud.
But right? Like if I'm talking to my God, he knows what I'm saying.
I think it's important to bring it into the physical world.
Right,
bring it to an existence.
Right.
Because in your head it's just an idea, a thought.
You're right.
And although ideas exist, until you bring them and manifest them into the real world, they're just that, ideas and thoughts. So I mean, I think it's very important to say that out loud, because then you manifest it into this physical realm. In a sense. So it's like I used to always try to put myself up in my head, but like when I try to put myself up now, I try and say shit out loud. or like I'll try and like hit like not my face, but like, I'll try and like hit myself and just be like, yeah, yeah. You're just like, come on,
That's why I always
back the
love
fuck up. I'll just be by myself, bro. I'll just be like,
right there.
you
Right
know?
there. It's literally that's what I do. Same thing you just did right there.
Yeah.
But I do flat hand.
Yeah,
That's why I always love Rob Whitaker. Same
yeah.
thing he does before his fights. Just 3 of them right there. Just heart, bitch.
You gotta do the Marky Mark word. Hey,
You know, after you make a good ass tackle, you're just like, heart, bitch.
Oh man, it's funny. It's like it's like you always think about like what you would do in those situations, and like you get that situation, and you're just like, you're just like
Do a Ray Lewis dance?
oh, fuck.
I doubt Ray Lewis ever thought he'd do a squirrel
I
dance.
wanted to do the Superman.
Yeah.
You're just overtaken by like victory for a moment, Those are great feelings, man. So I mean, yeah, so when you, it's just a different effect when you say things out loud,
But just like with a ghost, it only takes one time for it to affirm to someone's mind, right? Like the story we heard earlier, like that happened for him. He prayed to God for something, it happened. That was his affirmation,
Yeah.
That just like I told you, like with ghosts, like I only have one story, but that story's real to me. So it's affirmed to me. That's all you need.
I have a couple of sketchy ones, but I don't have ones that have ever affirmed to me 100%. Because I mean, like, I've heard some shit, but I've never seen shit.
Okay. Yeah. When you see shit, I think that's when it takes the next level, right?
Exactly. Separate level. I remember like there was one time I was younger, I was sleeping. I remember I just heard like this breathing, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
I remember sitting there, I'm just like, sisters will fuck on me, just like, but I never seen some shit. Like, if I see some shit, that'll be the next story.
As a grown ass man, the other day, I got afraid, and I've never felt like this house was haunted. Like literally, I feel fine in this house anywhere. But the other day, something got me, bro. And I was downstairs. I just turned my game off, and I was about to go lay in the other room and shit with the bunk beds. And like when I went in there, bro, I shut the door. And, like the door wasn't all the way shut; just had like a little crack in it. And like as I'm sleeping, bro, I'm just really like feeling a presence watching me from the door, dude. Like in the pitch black darkness. Like I'm like, you're fine. You're a grown ass man. And I couldn't stop thinking of you. It got worse and worse and worse to the point where I got the fuck up when the other room and slept, I was just like, I don't know what it is, bro, but it feels weird, Like
fuck that.
Fuck
that. Exactly, man. It's like I don't want to confirm anything, okay?
If you are there, leave me alone.
Please. That's what it says. Like you start it's like when you as soon as you do that, you don't start cursing the ghost out. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just like, I'm gonna get angry. So,
Right.
So it's like once you're just like,
eat my ass, goblins.
you didn't dare say ghost. Ghost, I was watching me the other day. You didn't dare say that. You don't want to add that bad energy to the mix, man.
You know what's something that's always confused me though? Like they act like if a ghost dies in the house, that it's trapped in the house. But like people die outside all the time. And they never act like those people are trapped in that area.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it always seems to be that like the ghosts are like some sort of like tragic death, because I think in that type of world, like there's a difference between spirits and ghosts. Spirits could be anyone, past loved one, anything, but it seems like most people attribute tragedy with ghosts and haunting. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like, oh, it's like this dude was a bad man and he had a heart attack in that house.
Or a kid died
he haunts
here.
the house. Kid was murdered here.
Yeah.
These 12 kids got hit by a train on a school bus, and now they all haunt these train tracks. You hear shit like that. Like you talk about the shit in Gettysburg all the time.
That makes me think about like, what if on those men's charts per se, those men and women charts, like they were supposed to live longer, right? But because you always have the power of free will, that was altered and their life was cut short. So they still have to spend that amount of time on that spot, in that life, basically, until they can move on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could see something like that. Obviously, it's far stretch, but
Who knows? You know, I mean, like there's like lots
Because
of strange occurrences.
like I die right here, dude. Right now, I'm gonna stay here for 100 years. 100 years, someone's still gonna be dealing with me down here, spooking them. Like, come on, dude.
No, I don't think that leads to haunting. Let's say you
Okay,
were.
someone strangled me right here. I'm here for 100 years, spooking dudes. Like, get over it. You can go live another life or get the fuck out of here.
You know, I mean,
Oh, you're back where I died 92 years ago.
I think it all depends on the spirit.
Get
Though,
out of
the
here.
ghost. You know what I'm saying?
It's where I
You might just be
died.
down here. It's like someone comes down here. They're just like, I smell weed. Remember at Crystal's house, like we always used to say, like, you know, oh, the old lady, you can smell the perfume out of nowhere. You know, just like you come out here, just like, I smell loud. Who's smoking
the
blunts down
walls.
here? You know, who's smoking blunts down here? And that's your ghost. You know, that's just you chilling out here. You know,
Been down for 90 years, huh?
I swear I heard someone ranting down here. Was that?
I swear someone was shadow boxing and ran down here. I always hear shadow boxing in the basement.
I feel a snappy ghost down here.
Yeah.
It's like, you damn right you do. It's like, was it me? Or did you see those high kicks that we throwing around down there?
I see that. I just felt the high kick by my head.
As I go downstairs, I swear someone's been working my heavy bag. I'm missing. I'm missing a quarter of grass. My bag looks like it's been worked.
My 16-ounce gloves are over there.
And I'm 250 turns in a Civ game. Okay, it's like I don't know what's going on right now. Who's in this basement?
That'd be so funny, man. Well, it's not funny, but like, say if you did pass away, you know, and like 10 years from now, I'm playing a game, like I know what turn I'm on, you know, I'm on like 120. I come down, it's like on 195, and I'm winning in first place, everything, you know. It's like, my man's.
You're welcome. Listen, I imagine, like, you know, I'd be a cool ghost, bro. Danny Pham style. I'm gonna come save
I'm
shit,
like,
bro.
Steve, is that you? And then I go click on one of my cities or one of my units, and it's like the things I would do to Nicki Minaj's ass. And the name of one of them. I try to explain it to everyone.
I was trying to think of what that city would build. I'm just like,
they're like, why would you write that on there? I'm just like, it was Steve. Steve's gone.
He died.
Steve's gone. Get over it. You're a hooker.
Yeah. Just let go, man. It's been 5 years. It's been 5 years. Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's like
it's tragic. I always say you can always move on. Like I was talking to Kay about that before. Like how quick can a spouse move on? It depends on how they died. You know, like if say your wife was murdered, you should be moving on a lot later than if she passed away from like heart disease or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Something like cancer, heart disease, you know.
I had to have this kind of discussion with Rod, you know, with his mom. His mom was, you know, battling cancer for almost 4 years. And, you know, about a year later, his stepdad, you know, had found a woman that made him happy. And he's like, you know, I don't know if it's too soon or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I hear you, you know, but it's kind of like he had been single since the moment the diagnosis happened, you know? Like the entire process, that also counts. It's not like there's a sex life. I mean, I know people don't want to hear that, but like it still does matter.
Yeah, it's not like you don't love the person, you know? It's just when they're gonna pass, you know, or when they're, you know, especially after they pass, after, you know, something like cancer or something, and you've known for, you know, X amount of time, and you have time to, you know, process things and move on differently, you know, than what then something tragic happened, like a murder, you know, car accident, you know, to just take it from you suddenly type of that like deal.
Could never.
Like taken suddenly is traumatic, you know. Of course, it's imprinted in your head, you know. They weren't supposed to go. I mean, of course, they were never meant to die, but you know, it's like, oh, you know, the MS diagnosis wasn't too good to have.
I'll tell you one that made me happy, bro. So I'm listening to 2019 Crime Junkie podcast, and I'm hearing about this story of this 8-year-old, right? I guess the South's different, bro, but This 8-year-old was walking with her sister to her friend's house, and on the way back, she went alone to another route to go home, basically. And her sister went to another friend's. I guess that's a thing around there, bro. But to me, 8 years old is just way too young. She ended up getting grabbed and murdered, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. And dude, this guy tormented the entire community for 16 years, basically. He left notes all around. All of them identified and back to him 100% were confirmed to be him. One time he wrote on the side of a barn, like with graffiti, "I'm the one that killed her. I am God."
The fuck?
Blah, 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 haha. Shit like that. Then there was another time where he dropped 8 notes off at like little girls where they were playing at. He dropped 8 notes off that said, like, "I'm the one that killed the little girl, and now you're next. I'm gonna take you. I'm killing your family, and you're gonna be mine." And then, like, had a picture of, like, him, like, jerking off and shit like that. Like, just sick shit,
What the
bro.
fuck, bro?
Yeah, dude. So they got this guy's DNA, but they can't match it to anyone because he never got in trouble. He's not in the database and shit, right? Years go by, bro. This happened in 1988. So, right, 98, oh, yeah, so this happened in, 1988, and, years go by, he's doing this shit, eventually it slows down, but, like, he's always doing shit like this, and they have his DNA from the scene. He left his DNA, and, they could never track it, right? So, you know what solved this fucking case, bro? That, what the fuck's it called? The, ancestry shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Ancestry.com?
Ancestry.com. That's how they solved it, bro. So they eventually, once that built up like a nice database after a little bit, they just ran that through Ancestry.com, the DNA, and that linked to one of his relatives. And then, yeah,
Wow.
so then they took from the relative and they found this in 2018, dude. This is 2 years ago. This happened in 1988, 30 years later. So, they link it to a relative, then they find out which one of their relatives lived in that area. Then they go find out where he's at. Then they steal from his trash, dude. They steal a soda can from his trash and write his DNA, and it's a fucking match, bro. And
Wow.
they solve this murder 30 years later.
Police
Dude.
work.
Police work, bro. That shit made me so happy, man, because like you wouldn't want to hear this story. You know what I mean? Like this is one of the ones you wouldn't want to hear. Like it's just horrible. Just
Of what he did to that girl.
horrendous, dude.
And then
Just
after that, he tormented the town with those notes
horror.
and shit.
And he also did other shit that they never caught him on, obviously. You know, like he clearly had a fetish for that shit.
I mean, he didn't stop after that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no way. And he probably done it before that.
You know if they linked him to any others?
Well, they had tried to link him to another one, but they ended up linking on. They thought they had the guy. Here's how sick the world is, dude. They brought a suspect in who thought that did it, and ended up finding out that he actually molested another girl, his girlfriend's daughter, little kid daughter. Is that not crazy, bro? That's how many child molesters there really is.
Yeah.
So then they find another case that was similar, ended up being someone else who was dead by the time they get him, which always pisses me the fuck off, man. And then, they end up busting him. So obviously they know he probably did more, and they also believe the other guys more. But you can only get them once you got them. Most of the time they don't leave that DNA. You know, I don't even like saying this, dude, but you want to know how they got the DNA, bro? There was a sex toy at the crime scene, at the death scene. And they used a sex toy to get the DNA.
No, that was his DNA?
Disgusting.
I mean, it goes to show, you gotta hold your children close to you, man. You know?
Dude, when
Any-
I heard
any
that, I'm like, an
opportunity?
8-year-old girl is walking by herself, bro. No
I mean,
way.
I
in
think it's
the
a different
world.
time in the 80s, you know?
It's also the South.
Yeah.
Missouri, I think.
Yeah. So,
It's
I mean,
like, that might just be a thing.
it's one of those counties where, like, it doesn't happen ever.
But he clearly showed that
But-
he stalks. He was stalking children, you know?
Yeah.
He was stalking
I
children.
saw a lot of people share that article today where they had I think it was like 39 or 40 children rescued, and
Yeah,
where
sure
was
that
it?
too.
Down
Yeah,
in-
49.
yeah, it was
Georgia.
like- yeah. So I mean, that's I remember I was reading, they were talking about how the marshals, have come in and have started helping, whereas like now they have a unit, because before they were only allowed to pursue something like that if there was already a wanted person in question for it, so they made a
Right.
special unit for where they can help, track down children even without there being a fugitive identified.
Let me give you some crazy tech, bro. How they solved part of that murder. They now had, it's called snapshot, something snapshot. They can take your DNA, bro, and literally composite an image of what you would have looked like when you were the age the crime was committed and what you look like today. And that's what they did with that guy, bro. And it's a crazy technology, bro, to be able to do that,
I mean, it's literally like, what
And
the
then
fuck?
I also learned that the FBI has a special unit where it's funny. I always think about so much when I'm explaining shit, but when you explain something, you learn it better. When you teach it, you learn it better. But they have a special unit. Is like all the specialists from around America put together, and they put this unit on crimes like this, basically, where it's like there's enough evidence that the case should be solved, and it's not.
Right.
But there was a little stipulation that they added, they glance over, which is like they said when it's not family related. So I thought that was kind of weird. I'm like, I wonder why they did say that.
It's not family related. What would that even mean,
Well, they're saying like when the brother took the sister, raped her and killed her, family related abduction and murder. But I'm like, I don't understand why. But whatever. So anyway,
is there a reason to separate it?
No idea. So they put this team together that comes together, and they're the ones that end up like being able to solve that case and shit. It's just like these experts. They've they go basically on like cold cases like that, years that are gone, to try to solve them. And I think it was something like, I forget what it was, but they had been in they did like 48 cases, and they solved like 8. They were able to bring like 18 children's cases to solve. So, and they're taking the hardest cases basically. So I thought that was pretty cool by America, though. Like just the fact that the FBI has that unit. That's a cool unit.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Like, okay, well, every once in a while, we're going to get all our experts together. We're paying them 2 weeks basically to like focus on one specific case.
Yeah.
Or a month, just focus on a specific case and see if we can solve this.
Just like how they made that one special marshal district where they could help. That help increase cases solved by, it was like 20% or some shit like that. Where just help find and recover kids.
They said the FBI with that case, they were just like, we're gonna solve this case. Like when they released the composite of like the details of the suspect, it's long as like I said, this guy left so much info. Like he left hella info, bro. Like he told you he was doing like shit, leaving his DNA everywhere. Like in the pictures, they had a lot of info off of the pictures. Like number one, they were better tell me he was white. That was a huge thing. Like you just knocked out a lot of people, bro. They didn't know if you were black or white. They didn't know who you were.
Yeah, I mean, like that should be like the thing with everything though from the jump though. It's just this type of like, federal backing on these types of cases from the jump. It's like you always seem to need to like it's like left up to the local police precincts, but really they don't even have the resources to get it done effectively. And it's like the FBI gets a hold of it and it's just like, all right, look, now this cold case from 30 years ago has been no problem for the FBI. It's just like weird, it's like from the jump, you should probably have.
Well, it was just the fact, and it wasn't that, bro. It was just the fact that the FBI's, because there comes a point where they stop pursuing the case, even the local authorities. You know what I mean? They stop pursuing the case. Well, the FBI picks it back up. That doesn't mean that state picked it back up or that city picked it back up, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So at this point, they picked it up in 2018. There was Ancestry.com. That's how they solved the case. You know what I mean? So everybody else before didn't have no chance. They had an advantage to Ancestry.com.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels
that's
like,
all it was.
Yeah, for you, but I mean, like, like when I think about like how like local police precincts deal with certain things, it's like they don't have the resources or the funding, and it seems almost you would want, it's like just something to be. Maybe it sounds weird, just to be like one, just the United States Police Force. I don't know what what does that even mean, but it's just like you should be able to have those resources from the jump.
I get what you're saying.
So I mean, I don't know. Just a random thought. Side note.
Yeah, because you do hear about it in a lot of towns that like don't deal with it. Like they ain't have a kidnapping in 20 years or some shit.
Or either that, or like this guy is just like he's never even seen a case of this magnitude, and we've just been like, just doesn't even know. Like he's just doing what a police officer would do, but like what an FBI investigator would do. It's like it's different types of thinking and training behind all of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just seems like there should be like that across the board. You know, it's just like, well, if you'd like me president, that's how we create jobs.
It also
Federal police force.
It seems like if you are arresting child molesters or rapists with DNA evidence, DNA concluded, you should better do it aggressively. Like there should be no rules or something. Like I don't know. I want something like that. I want to be able to, like, spear them in their fucking back. Obviously, I guess you can't kill them right there, but
Yeah, and it's like when we talk about things like this, though, like it is also scary to think about giving them more power. You know, just like think about a federal police force. It's
I
pretty
know.
crazy.
I'm always
you
thinking
know?
about Utopia cops,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a bunch of Goldbergs. You know,
Yeah,
they're just not a
exactly.
spear backs. They're just good guys. They only do the right guy.
The United States police force. It's just like
Listen to this. I was thinking about this, right, with the Breonna Taylor thing. Like, I'll tell you who's really at fault here. Whoever the fuck thought that no-knock warrants were a good idea.
yeah,
That's enough. Like the cops. The cops are getting shot at. They shoot back. I understand why that happened. They should have never been there.
exactly.
Number one, they were at the wrong fucking house.
Yeah.
So that's like, once you fuck up like that, you're like, boy, you're really in the shitter now. Like, no matter what you do from here, you're guilty.
Yeah.
Because you're in the wrong house, you fucking idiot.
Yep.
So that's a mistake that you cannot make with a warrant, let alone a no-knock warrant. What the fuck were you guys thinking when you decided you were going to run into dangerous people's houses without knocking? You think they're not going to do nothing? This guy, I'm not saying this guy's dangerous, but I'm saying when you really are executing a warrant, a no-knock warrant, you're going in there without knocking? Because most people, when they hear cops, they're not going to start shooting.
Yeah.
They're going to give up. You go in there not knocking, they don't know what the fuck it is. They might start shooting.
Yeah.
A good guy or a bad guy.
Exactly.
What the fuck is a no-knock warrant? That's so stupid.
Just want to run up in there, you know. Just
You should
like
always have to identify yourself as police.
And then when those things type to happen, bro, like you go in, like shoot your dogs, all that shit, bro. You know, people not even involved in the situation, caught up in it. You know, you could have someone that's completely innocent. They start busting at the cops.
Bullets go through apartment walls.
Exactly, man. So it's like it's just crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you hear what that guy said. He's like, I didn't know who it was. I grabbed my gun, I started shooting. They didn't say they were police, nothing. They say they did, but apparently there's evidence that they didn't.
I mean, no fucking clue. So who do you think like deserves time in that situation?
The one that messed up the address.
Yeah.
Because it's illegal what they did.
Yeah.
That's not my whole argument is it shouldn't be legal. That's the first thing. That should not be legal. Second of all, it's legal what they did. And they received fire, and legally they can fire back. Like that's how that law set up.
Especially when I'm not saying impression of the right house.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that's right at all, but that is the law. Yeah. That is their law. So whoever put them at the wrong address is the one that really deserves a murder charge here.
Yeah, and I mean, like I imagine that was probably whoever was in charge of that whole raid. I mean, like there's a hierarchy there of who executes the raids and whatnot. So I mean, whoever oversaw that, I mean, like the guy that actually shot and killed her.
Oh, you know what? I read though, they didn't have the wrong house. They had the right house.
They had the right house?
They went to that house because the drug dealer they were after was receiving packages there. That's what it was. That's what they say it was. They said that they were receiving drug packages. No, right out. That's the house that was receiving the packages. That's what I read. That's the house that was receiving the packages. It's not the person they were after. It was a side person, basically, that was receiving the drug dealer's packages. So they did a no-knock warrant there. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if that's even true, but that's what they're saying.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem like enough evidence to get a no-knock warrant for that place. You know what I'm saying? Just like
no matter what, somebody's got to do time, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do time.
Yeah, someone gets arrested.
And it ain't the guy that's in there.
Yeah.
He don't deserve no time, I don't think.
No, not at all. He should be let off.
He's in fear. He's not going to willingly shoot at a cop.
If anything, he's owed,
you know what I mean?
He's owed compensation at this point.
They found no drugs in the house.
He's owed compensation at this point. Like I said,
and it was a legal firearm, I believe.
Yeah, he was a legal gun owner.
Yeah, so they're all in the wrong.
That's what I find crazy that like you don't see like NRA come out and just be like, look, man, we got this guy's back because he had a legal firearm. It's just like
he's a black man.
Exactly. You won't see the NRA come out and talk about shit like this, bro.
That's a good point.
But the minute Kyle Rittenhouse comes out,
but you know what though?
Carrier,
wouldn't that be good marketing for them if they did come out and defend Breonna Taylor's boyfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he clearly is in the right. So
Same
there's
thing
not an
happened.
argument.
Same thing happened with Philando Castile. You know, he had a legal firearm, told the cop about it, and then they fucking shot him. And all right, he didn't say shit about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, interesting, you know.
So what do you think about the cops that shot? First of all, what do them cops deserve? I say it's the guy who gave the address. If it's one of the cops, man, it's hard to say it live. I can't say it live.
Yeah,
I just
because
can't.
he's under the impression it's the right place.
The right,
you know, he's under orders. You know,
dude. He honestly might not even get time because, like I said, he's legally doing what he was told to do at the right house.
Yeah. So I mean,
He's probably not going to receive time, dude.
That's why it's tough. It's like I hate when they say like arrest him, but I mean it's like, you know, it's tough to say that, you know. And I don't think he gets charged with anything. You gotta put that
Arrest the lawmaker.
Put it all
Whoever
on
did
that
that
guy,
shit.
bro. Put it all on the guy who got that place, you know. And
Okay, so let's say they do get time. It can't be more than 5 years, in my opinion. It just can't, man.
yeah,
It, like I said, they're not the ones to blame.
yeah. It's all
And
it's all whoever set
I
that
think
up.
we can always sum it up with first, fuck cops. You know, it's always fuck cops.
Yeah.
You know, but in that situation, those ones are not the one to blame.
That's what the funny thing is, man. Like, you know, especially with this, you know, the most recent guy, you know, Jacob Blake. You know, you'll see. I see people who are always fuck cops first, defending the cops. I'm just like, it doesn't seem like it's about, you know, like the cops anymore. You know what I'm saying, man? It just seems like, you know, it's all about being a black man. It seems it's like, God, man, it's just tough, man.
So, what do you think with those cops?
That one?
Yeah, what do they deserve?
See, man, I'm not quite sure. Did they confirm the knife?
He did have a knife, yes.
Is that confirmed? They get time, man.
They get time.
They get time. I'm not sure about the other guy because like the guy who pulled the trigger, it just seems like he just wasn't like he unloaded them shots in that guy's back.
The other
man.
guy didn't shoot any.
From what I can see, you know, or what I can understand, it seems like that guy literally did all 7 shots to that back.
The one that was holding his shirt.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I'm not sure. That is that confirmed. I'm not even sure if that's a question or not. I don't know.
I know he shot 7. I just didn't know if it was both of them or not.
So I mean,
the guy that shot. Let's say the guy did do 7 shots.
Yeah,
what do you say?
I mean, he's getting life. You know?
I agree.
Yeah, he's getting life, man. You know,
life in prison.
25. You didn't kill that guy, but you had full intent of killing that guy, man. You know?
You were holding his shirt. You shot him in the back. Like, I did learn something that was like, it's fucked up because every time when you hear about these cops shooting, there's like an egregious amount of shots. But apparently that is how they're trained. Now, with the little minimum training they do have, it's 7 shots. That's funny that it was 7 shots because that's literally what they're trained to shoot. It's like basically hit every part of the body, every vital point, you know, put them down, you know. That's why you see so many shots. Because if you're shooting, you're not shooting to stun a target. You're shooting to stop a target, you know. Somebody's trying to hurt you. How it's supposed to be.
I mean, it's in it.
So, yeah, I agree. Life, what do you think the other officer deserves? Anything?
I can't say nothing more than like around, you know, like, you know, I mean, if he did get some shots, something, you know, he
didn't.
He didn't.
In our scenario, he didn't.
He didn't. I don't think he gets time. You know, because I mean that guy.
Yeah,
because that guy from the start took the point, bro. He was the first one. He was in the first one of the charge when he was following the guy. He was first one in the door. The other cop was still coming around the front of the car to the car door, and this guy was already in the guy's car with the gun in his back. You know?
Right.
So,
yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So I think he's in charge. I mean, like, it seemed like even. I mean.
So now, what does the kid with the AR deserve?
Oh, he gets life, man. You know, he gets life. Straight up.
Life, no parole.
2 life sentences.
Oh.
I mean, he killed 2 people. You know.
What do you think about the argument that they're making for him?
I mean, it's tough, you know, because all those things are nullified the moment he was an illegal gun possession, man.
You're on a juror. You're on a juror. You know the facts of the case.
All that.
You give him life.
All that's legal, you know. Yeah, 2 life sentences. You know, he got 2 bodies on his hands, bro.
He killed people. He
did kill people. I mean, like,
but it's just hard because he's 17, man, and his mom drove him there. You know what I mean? Like, there's an adult that put him there with a weapon.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? The mom deserves time. Accessory to murder.
I mean, he is young, but I mean, again, 2 people died, man.
Yeah.
It's
And
very
another
tough.
person lost their arm.
Because I mean, like the arguments being made for him are the self defense and all that. I mean, like I said, all that's immediately nullified the moment you have an illegal firearm. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, let's make the same argument for what most of these people talk about when they talk about like black on black crime. So like the other guy on the receiving end of this shooting, he shoots back and he kills the person. You know, I mean, they're committing illegal acts. Do they get the same treatment when it comes to that argument? Because then
Right.
that's a legal precedent that's set from that point when you say argue something like that.
Here's a great point that
You know?
I thought was made was basically on that someone said, on the second video when then people are attacking them with the skateboard and they're
Yeah,
trying to run up on them. The guy was just saying, put yourself there. Like you're at this protest and there's this kid with an AR that you see shooting rounds. Like you don't even know the story. You don't know what's going on, but like this kid shooting ARs at like protesters and shit.
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
all you know.
yeah,
You're not gonna try and like stop this rampaging, gunman if
exactly.
you have the opportunity. Like you are, Even I would. Like if I was a protester or I was there with that guy.
Yeah,
If he was started shooting his AR, I'm gonna try and tackle him to the ground and stop it. And it's crazy when you analyze that video. If I was one of the people that got shot, it would haunt me over and over because you had the chance to stop him.
hmm
They were right there, bro.
yeah,
They all came individually. Skateboarder, other guy. Well, the first guy,
yeah,
skateboarder, other guy. If they all just would have came at that same time, bro, someone could have held the weapon away from him, and held him. He
yeah.
was only 17. You would have fucked him up, like, or a head kick, something like that. I mean, I know it's easy to say in
They were,
hindsight.
yeah. At one point, they were on top of him.
I'll tell you what, number one, you don't charge anybody with the possibility of grabbing an AR. You don't charge them. Like, that's horrible. If you don't have a weapon, like, that was a horrible idea. I'm not saying it's right for him to kill him, but it's a horrible idea by them. Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was too late. Like, especially the third guy. I'm
yeah.
like, dude, he's already got the weapon in his hand. He's on the ground. Like, why are you charging him?
And it seemed like at that point, like they were walking towards the cops. It was like,
That was so weird how he
so,
just
I mean,
walked towards the cops like that with his hands up.
yeah, it was just like I don't know, man. I mean, he was wearing. I think it's just like he was wearing the gloves, like and shit. Like it's like
They're like he's protecting property.
he drove out of
But
state.
whose
He
property?
drove out of state, man. It's like
Well, that's the thing, where he also broke another law is the fact that he
crossed the border with a
with a
legal gun.
legal firearm. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's all the self defense arguments are nullified the moment he put himself in that
I showed
situation.
you that breakdown of it, where it was showing like even with the laws of the state,
yeah,
it's like he violated the laws of the state because it's only self defense if you didn't put yourself if you're not the instigator of the situation.
yeah,
You came there with a weapon,
yeah.
an AR.
That's
You're
what
the
I mean.
biggest weapon. That's what like people are like, oh, well they charge him.
Right.
People shouldn't go around breaking property. Dude, how many people did protesters kill?
Yeah, people died.
How many people did protesters kill? None.
It's been tough, man. Because I've seen people. I've seen people make some really fucking cruel jokes, man. I'm saying 2 people died. It's crazy to be making these
That
type
guy
of
took
jokes
a
by people, man.
headshot, bro.
It's crazy to just sit here and say like make jokes like that and shit, man. It's just
They're
like
like, where's he hit? Where's he hit? He's hit in the head. In the head. And they said it was like a Molotov cocktail that guy threw. But then I've seen things saying it was a bag. I've seen the video. It's definitely not. They said it was a Molotov cocktail that didn't light.
it's like a fucking bag, bro.
Well, then you're not in danger.
Yeah, right.
The whole point. If not, it's just gasoline.
And the whole thing's just like the whole thing's pretty fucked up, man. Like it's just like it's these times when you see the true like division in the world, man, and especially in this country, and you see the hate that people have harbored in it, man.
Look in the group chat though. I thought that was a perfect example. The first thing I said is like, yo, this video don't make no sense. He must be going for something. That's the first thing I said to y'all. Everybody was like, this video is egregious. I'm like, I don't know, yo, we should wait. Because it seems just so crazy of a video that he had to have said, like, I'm going to get my fucking gun and kill both of y'all right now. That's the only way that would have happened in my mind. That way that went down. You know what I mean? We're just like, don't go. Bam, 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 bam. That's the only way. Once you find out there's no weapon in there, Obviously, you haven't heard about him threatening them or anything like that, so that's probably not the case where they would have been released. So once I learned the facts of the case, it's like you can so clearly see that that's not right. And now people know that that one was egregious, but the other one is controversial. So they're done debating the Jacob Blake one. That is what it is now. Now it's about the 17-year-old.
Yep.
And it's like, I just couldn't believe when I seen the first person post something, pro him, basically. I'm like, you guys, who the fuck ran to the internet and was like, I got to defend this murderer? Because I never heard of no shit like that in my life.
What do you mean, like?
Whoever made like the first, like, what's his name? Like Kyle Ruddock or some shit?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Whoever made the first pro Kyle Rittenhouse meme. Like, what did you see this murder? See people saying, oh my God, this is horrible. Then you run to the internet and make a meme on how it's okay?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck kind of people are you guys? Why is that? Like, you enjoy that?
So, a big thing I imagine, bro, I mean, I imagine there's a lot of Russia at play too, man. A lot of Chinese at play too, man. Outside political institutions.
Yeah, that's
flooding,
true. That's
flooding
true.
social
That's
media
very
with this
true.
shit,
That's
bro.
very true.
I'm telling you, man. It's just like it's crazy because you see a complete left versus right battle.
One of the pages was Russian bot 2.0. I think it was trolling, but you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, exactly, man.
I think they're trying to hint towards you.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing, it's just like we know that Facebook and Twitter and all those places, they delete millions of fucking spam accounts every day. But come on,
dude,
as soon as that digital content's out there, bro.
There was this one woman who's got like tons of followers on Facebook, and somebody put a meme together of her. She had shared like one day she shared like this defendant of like Kyle, that 17-year-old, and like kind of like the gunman's perspective of like why the gunman's right. And then the next day, bro, she shared on a leftist page why he shouldn't have been there and why he wasn't allowed to be there. And they put both of her things together. And they're like, look, she literally just said something for the left, something for the right, and got the shares and comments and likes and everything, whatever you wanted.
And the whole argument in the comments.
Dude, it's just like with anything, right? Like, just think about how you could easily persuade people when you tell them what you want, right? A 21-year-old fucks a 15-year-old. It's just like her mom tells her the truth, right? Her mom's like, you look like, you shouldn't go out in that outfit. That looks like slutty. And then this 21-year-old is like, you're beautiful. You should wear whatever you want. You're a grown woman. You just tell them what they want to hear. And now you're the smart person because you said what they want to hear,
I mean, like, it's clear. I mean, and that's the other thing. It's also an election year. So I know the activity is going through the fucking roof, man.
This is true.
Going through the fucking roof, man. Just trying to sway
Are you gonna
shit.
vote?
I mean, I just feel like I should.
Who are you gonna vote for?
I don't fully believe it. It's tough to say anyone but Biden. Just like yes. People are always like, I don't like to choose the lesser of two evils, but it's like, I don't want Trump again. Trump for 4 years.
You see that Biden video I sent yesterday, bro?
Yes, bro. It's all
dude.
terrible,
Dude, you've never seen one like that, though, did you? Yo, did you see that when he was like, no, we're the AR-14s. I'm just like, bro, this guy literally just signs anything that pops up on the fucking table. He's just like, we got to do something. Everybody's saying AR-15. We take the AR-15s. Okay, I'll just sign that. I'm a good guy.
It won't. I mean, like, I just think the longer term idea of like, we won't have another conservative justice installed. You know what I'm saying? He won't be picking any more judges. He won't be doing, any more attorney general. He won't be.
What about Chats out here pushing the Libertarian Party? What's up?
So I mean, like, I like it. It's just so tough because I mean, it has to grow some way.
What's tough is because we all wanted Bernie,
but we need Trump.
We would all put a vote in for Bernie.
Yes.
We would. I would be so excited. I'm voting for Bernie, bro. I don't care.
But we need.
I'm
Trump,
putting the vote in.
For me, the way I'm looking at it, like flat out, we need Trump out. Simple as that, man. I'll take either one. Just like,
man, I don't know. Biden looks so bad, bro.
Look, so this is what the ideal scenario. Biden dies. Kamala comes up.
Kamala's horrible.
It's better than Trump.
Dude, is it? Is it? The lady who's out here fighting clear false convictions for a living?
Bro, trust me, I know, bro. I know. I know.
I don't know,
I
dude.
know, bro. I know, but she's clearly better than Trump, bro. And Mike Pence with the gay electrocution therapy and fucking. I mean, this dude had, bro. Like, I mean, like this dude had
Dude.
half his fucking White House staff convicted, bro. Like straight up, he had half his White House staff convicted of like some type of fucked up shit. Like, come on. We gotta get this guy the fuck out of here,
Dude,
man.
I don't even. I hate.
We need 4 more years of, like I said, it's just like, he's picking conservative justices.
Dude,
I
I
mean, like,
hate even sitting here trying to make an argument for
I hate it.
You know?
I hate it. But it's all hate for Trump. It's all going against Trump.
I've never made the argument for Trump, but it's like, bro,
man.
Biden is making it
What's up, bro?
very hard, man. He's
I
dude. That video yesterday,
what do you?
bro.
I don't know what you
Like
want
that
from me,
video,
man.
dude.
I don't know what you want from me.
I'm kind of thinking, just give me the crazy guy that's hopped up on speed. You know, like this guy.
Joke, bro.
This guy can be taken advantage of. This guy can be persuaded to do some dumb
Trump,
shit.
No, Trump is literally. He's just that, bro. You just gotta tell him what he wants to hear and just think he's winning, and then he's gonna do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, I'll take that. We can sway that. I'll
take
that. If that's the case, I would take that. I don't think that's the case.
Bro, I'm just thinking of like, conservative justices.
Dude, so we're gonna vote for this guy who's clearly he can't even speak. He can't even speak a full sentence, and he touches children inappropriately.
I don't know what you want, man.
On video.
I don't know, man.
I don't
what does
know,
Trump
bro.
do? What does Trump do?
I told you what I just said though. Does Chaz got something? Or should I write in Bernie? Just all write in Bernie. He could win. If we all just write in Bernie.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening, man. It's a Trump versus Biden showdown. That's not what we wanted. Any of us as Americans.
I don't like the
That's
vice
the shit that
president
they give
options
us.
or the vice president options. I would have rather been Elizabeth fucking Warren.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
I hate her too, but I would have took her ass over all four.
I'll take Pete Buttigieg right now, man.
Yeah, I would take Pete Buttigieg
come on, bro. Damn. Well, we got fucking Kamala Harris and Biden. Biden Harris, bro. It's just like, what am I even looking at right now? It's a time, man. It's very, very odd.
I don't know. It just feels weird placing this vote, dude.
I feel disgusted. Yeah, because I mean, like we all know this is not what we the people wanted.
I'm gonna place a vote, dude. I hate to say it. I'm probably just not gonna place a vote in that one.
I feel like I have to, man.
Maybe I'll go put one in for JoJo. I'm not voting for Biden, dude. I'm just not doing it, bro. I'm not voting for him. I'm not voting for Trump. I would never go to the election bowl and put a vote in for Trump. That'll never happen. And I'll never go there and put one in for Biden, bro. I'm not doing it. I'll either write in Bernie. Write in Pete. I'll write in Bernie, JoJo. Or I'll just vote fucking JoJo, bro.
Go JoJo.
Or write Mickey Mouse like 12,000 people do every year or whatever it is. They love showing that number.
It's a fun little number.
200,000 people wrote in Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it's a fun little number, bro.
Who the fuck waited in line?
It's a fun number, man.
Guilty.
Someone did some shit like that. I mean,
I don't know, bro.
Trust me, man. I know I hate it. I hate all of it.
We just need a John Wilkes Booth, but we need a couple of them because we got to get through a layer of bad candidates. We would need too many John Wilkes Booths. We need about 6 John Wilkes Booths.
What's the line of succession to where we get Bernie in charge?
Dude,
I'm just saying.
Let's just go through the line of succession right now, right? Which it would be, let's say it's Biden, Kamala Harris, then it would go to Paul Ryan, then it would go to Mitch McDonald.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah. That's who it would be, bro.
It goes to the cabinet first, no?
I'm telling you, bro. That's who it would be.
Look
it up. If anything, I got Ryan and McDonald switched around. Because I remember they were like, I remember I seen the thing about it before where it was like, we impeached Trump to get Pence. Then we get right over the info.
Let's see what we got here. The current order of succession would be, so it'd be vice president. Wow. This is not, wow. Oh, God. So it's the vice president, that's the Speaker of the House, which is Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, okay. And then who?
And then it's the president pro tempore of the Senate, Chuck Grassley. then the Secretary of State. So he goes to the cabinet first.
Huh? Okay. Are you
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo.
I could have swore, bro, that's not true. I thought it went to Senate Majority Leader.
Let's see, what's this one? I'm trying.
Is that
Let me
Wiki?
back it up. So again, that's Wiki again. So I want to confirm from another source. There we go. USConstitution.net. So yeah, Speaker of the House after the Vice President. Yeah, Pro Tempore of the State, Secretary of State, Secretary of Treasury, Defense, then Attorney General.
Secretary of Treasury can become president? What the fuck?
Well, he's actually the fifth in line of succession. So
give me a governor over him.
Give me the Secretary of Defense before that. Army guy.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Interior, Agriculture, Commerce, Labor, and then Health and Human Services. And it goes all the way down. Secretary of Homeland Security is last.
Could you imagine that? Like everyone dies in a plane crash or something, explosion, murder, terrorists, and you're just the last one. I never thought. You're just like,
get sworn in.
Yeah. Well, swear me in, boys.
Well, I am the Secretary of Education,
Yeah,
so
you know what it is. You got a picture like the movie scene where it's like all of them people on that list, they're all in the bunker or something like that, right? People break in, they're shooting everyone, they're dying. Next thing you know, like the smoke clears, everyone's like, dying off and shit. Everyone's dead. That 17th guy, he's like crawling. He's like, he looks over, he sees everyone dead. He sees the 16th guy, and he's like, help me. He just keeps crawling.
Leaves him.
I'm going to be president. I'm going to be president.
What the fuck?
What do you think about the sports players striking?
I mean, that's cool, man. It's definitely,
It's funny that they're right back to playing, ain't it?
It's so I mean, I think that's something to do with like, the NBA, president or some shit. There's something going on higher behind the scenes, But I mean, there's other teams that are saying that no, they're not playing. Right?
Did you see? Oh, well, they're back now. They're playing Saturday. Everyone's back.
Everyone's back.
Yeah, but did you see the shit with the baseball? Like the first team that
dominoes fell quickly.
No, well, the first team that did it, Rob Manfred learned about it. The what is it? Commish. And the game was at 7:10. So he said, okay, can you guys do it and then come back out and play the game at 8:30? And there was just like this GM that was caught just being like, he just don't get it. He just does not get it. So baseball is very lucky that NBA signed on the dot because I think Rob Manfred was about to butcher it more than anyone could ever, bro. That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, everyone ended up sitting out, and not playing. So, I mean, I think it's wild because we saw Colin Kaepernick, start off with that knee, and then no one responded to anything, and now like we've gotten to the point where games have gotten canceled.
But it does suck to just it's like cool to be in this time because there is change, but it sucks to be in this time because of just like the social aspect of it. Just is so divided, bro. Like
more than ever.
Oh my! I don't remember being like this with Bush, bro. Like
not at all,
dude.
Man.
It's like that's the closest thing I can remember. Is Bush presidency.
I'm saying it's so polarizing.
Where people are just like, fuck Bush.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a clear divide. Like, you see it. You feel it every day. Of just like, boom, right, left. That's it, man.
It's like it's like we're going to sit here and we're going to, I got these people arguing this side. These people arguing this side. Like, I'm just tired of arguing sides, man.
Not only that, but there's so much hate going back and forth, man.
I want to right away, bro. Bushcrafting. Man. Bushcrafting. Hopefully that 2-day trip will turn into a 2-week kayaking trip.
It really, man. Like you just want to leave it the fuck alone because it's so mentally draining.
At least for a couple of years, like a year.
And you get, it's like it's easy to get caught up in it because I get angry, bro.
Yeah,
I get angry, man. It's just like this is not good for anyone.
Like I said, bro, I have not been that surprised. I should have seen it coming, but I have not been that surprised when those people started defending that 17-year-old. Like it not even the fact they defended him, it's just how quick they did it, bro. Like right after, you guys didn't even care about the facts. You just know that the left was upset. A protester died. You're against all of that. So you're gonna find a way to support it.
And this is the weird thing for me. You know, like so. Have you looked at any of the RNC, like the Republican convention?
Dana
Any of
White.
any of the speakers there?
No,
No.
I wouldn't dare.
It's weird, bro. Yeah, the two people who held their guns up to the protesters in the private, community. Remember those two people?
They were there.
They gave a speech.
What?
Yeah, yeah. You know who else was speaking? The kid who had the MAGA hat, who stood in front of the Indian dude, the Native American in
Wow.
D.C. He was there speaking. It's just like, what is this? You had Donald Trump's son,
Man, he's reaching,
and
huh?
then you had Donald Trump's son's wife.
It's the same people all the time.
It's like
It'll be his daughter. It's Dana White every time. Dude, I swear to God, Dana White has given three RNC Trump speeches in like 6 months, dude. I swear to God. He's bringing Dana White all the time. And he really does finesse, bro. He gets a lot of marketing, man. On the UFC, bro, when they're walking around with the mask on, just say Trump. I'm just like, oh my God. I'm sure that guy don't want to wear that shit, man. But that's what the fucking you're making them wear. Sucks.
I don't know, man. There's people that like who is the type of person to walk around with a Trump mask or a Biden mask? You know what I'm saying? Like who are these people? Who is that, man?
People that aren't interesting.
It's
I think people
weird.
that debate politics are people that aren't interesting.
It's weird, man. There's a whole thing behind it where it's like it's a fucking pissing contest, a dick measuring contest with their fucking.
It
You
just
just try and be the smarter person. You
It just
know?
seems like there just shouldn't be even a federal aspect to it no more. Like, if this is what we're doing, if we're doing statehood, then like the president vote should be like for your governor. You know what I mean? That should be like your election for your state. Not this big ass issue where we just battle left versus right through fucking hundreds of millions of people. Like, just decide it for your state, your state vote, between a Democrat and Republican primary, whatever. Choose what you want. Why do we got to do it like on this grand stage? Plus, we do it on this stage. Plus, we got to do a mayor. It's like left, right here, left, right here, left, right here. Oh my God, dude. Just want to bang some donuts. No more lefts and rights. Please, straight.
Bang donuts.
I want to go straight, We're not straight.
That's left is not right, it's forward.
Yang?
Yeah.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
That was very good, Andrew Yang.
Yeah, exactly.
I was very impressed by that
man.
one. It's not left, it's not right, it's forward.
Yeah. He always.
Dude, I would write Yang in right now.
Forward. Yeah.
I'll write David Chow.
I would love to see.
I want Yang and David Chow.
Yang with VP David Chow, man. David
I
Chow.
tell you who's not as cool as I thought they'd be. Steve Aoki.
Yeah.
Not
Weird
that
guy.
cool. Old guy.
He's an odd dude, man. I'm telling you.
He's just not that
When
cool.
we went and saw him, bro, I remember
I was so
geeking.
disappointed.
It was fun.
Oh, it was super fun. We had fun.
But like, I remember I was geeking because of all the cakes. I remember I was drunk as shit. I'm just like, he threw like 7 cakes. I'm just like, where is he getting all the cake? He was like,
well, he brings them. That's like his thing,
man,
Yeah.
Like,
So to me, it's like,
he
dude,
threw like 7.
I don't even remember one of your songs. I just remember cake. So I feel like that's all you do. It's like you really don't make up music. You just throw cake.
Like I said, I didn't know he threw. I thought he only threw like 1 or 2. I didn't know he threw like 7 cakes. I didn't know that was a thing.
It's like Life in Color. They're like, we're only going to give you 700 square feet, but here's paint. On that last one, you remember that last one?
Bro,
I remember we were all just so mad. We were so mad.
It was terrible, man.
Yeah, compared to the previous ones. And literally, I'd seen it get smaller every year.
I mean, like the original one at DC,
Lit.
awesome.
Lit.
Philadelphia, fucking
Awesome.
bro.
Yeah.
It was great. Those 2 were awesome, man.
The Baltimore one sucked.
Exactly. Man. Well, I mean, it was
Maryland.
the next year. It was the exact next year. It was the DC one. This was supposed to be
Right.
the DC one, but it was like,
and it got canceled once. Remember?
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't it that one? Was that Philly?
that was Philly.
That's
We got
Philly,
canceled and it rescheduled.
We never got to see it. I can't wait to fucking get out here and just fucking live it up, man. I want to go wakeboarding. I want to free someone from death row. I want to solve a case. I got making a bucket list, dude. I am making a bucket list. I want to solve a case.
Use that passport.
That's a given.
I think if I use my passport, I don't think I'm ever coming back, bro.
If you like it, you like
If I
it.
go somewhere, bro, I'm just be like, I'm gonna rip this bitch up.
Might come back, sell my possessions, get my money, go back over there.
Oh, you get your money easily, you know. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna text someone and be like, sell my possessions,
Who?
give me the money.
Who?
Oh, if you're here, I'll hit you up.
I just assume I'm here. Oh, so I don't come. Oh, so I'm not with you now, dog. Oh, see how you feel.
You coming with me to Siberia?
Yes,
So I'm looking for
bro.
I'm looking for mammoths,
Dude,
okay?
I'll go to Alaska. I'll go to Antarctica. I don't give a fuck about cold if it's something cool. I'm not saying I'll live in Siberia, but I'll go to Siberia. You know what I mean? I want to see the world. So I know the world's got cold spots.
I want to see everything, bro.
Hey,
Who
I'm just saying.
Who doesn't?
I'm the happiest I know by them damn beaches. I just know it.
I'm not sure. I think most people dream about, but I mean, like,
I was just thinking about how many people I know that are never gonna leave here. I thought about it the other day. I was like, most people I know are gonna know they're gonna know everyone they knew for 50, 60 years.
Yeah, I remember it was funny because, like, you know, my sister just like recently bought a house, Lauren. I remember I was just like, oh, I'm so happy, congratulations. I'm just like, yeah, congratulations, that's super awesome. You know, I'm glad you guys did. I'm just like, oh man, that's not what I'm not doing. I can't buy a house here in Essex.
No way,
You
bro.
know, man, just like, I can't. I gotta leave. I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta leave.
Who would see this and go, I should buy a house here? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. This place has no
But when
opportunities.
I actually
It's
looked,
dangerous and deadly.
well, I thought you could go in somewhere and get a house for like, you know, 125, 130. I was pretty naive. I actually started looking at houses. I'm just like, you get a row home for $250,000? This can't be right. Crime capital, like, you know, murder capital.
Bro, even a nice house, that's you still get what? 5 feet on each side or something.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
A nice row home,
You know,
will be $500,000.
you know what I'm talking about? They're not even a nice row homes, like the one they built by White Marsh and shit. Them big ass, nice ass, like 3 fucking level houses with the windows out front.
Yeah.
But look how much space they got in between. They got space, but it's like 4 or 5 feet, bro.
$300,000.
Dude. Literally, they can go more for that. Like, you remember by my house in ODH where they built the ones by the store?
Yeah.
Those 3 right there. Yo, those are like $550.
Yeah.
In ODH.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Your ugly houses that all look the same.
Exactly, man. Like,
I'll never forget that. It's like, we're just like, why would you build something right there to block us from the water?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's something ugly.
We were trying to get to the water. I'm like, yeah, we could walk through here, man. It's like, you're like, I don't know if we can, but it's like, they built their ugly houses here. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like,
but all look the same.
I want to go to the water.
It's like, they blocked themselves in between the water and Safeway.
Yeah.
Outback.
Yeah. Safeway. Outback and the water.
Right. No one else. Stay away. And they gated it. Dude. Remember they had their own fire hydrant.
Yeah.
They had their own fire hydrant.
Yeah,
dude, you got the ocean. What the fuck? I mean, now we're right there.
Yeah.
You better hook your shit up to that and blow that shit water all over you. If you don't clean up Tuesday, nah. The ducks got to live in it. You do.
I ride by Duce Dock. I'll just see people out there. Just be like,
you probably can't open your windows down at those houses.
Why not?
They smell like shit.
Oh, stink.
You try to eat dinner and you just smell that harbor.
You get some seagulls in your house or some shit.
Can you imagine if someone lived there and they went out there and fished every day and just took that, went inside?
At one point you could.
It's weird because it's like you're not going to die, but it's like, you know, just for some reason, just know you shouldn't. There's just too much shit in there.
I'm just like, I don't know. It's where my fish come from. Like, could it be much better or worse?
It's got to be better. If it's in front of the ocean, it's better. You know what I mean? Just because it's bigger, period.
Yeah.
You see those dolphins? The whales I sent you?
Yeah.
That shit was sad, wasn't it, bro?
Yeah. That's a real bad old spot there, man. And that's helping them, bro.
At this point, I'm kind of wondering, like, I feel like there should be like global action taken against Japan. I just don't see why they're allowed to keep doing all of these world earth violations and human right not human, but animal violations, like with the whales and shit, like the hunting whales. They've got the Fukushima leak, and now they have an oil leak. Like, I don't want to say fine them, right? Because they need money. They need the money. So like fining them doesn't help the world. But like I think that like something needs to happen, bro, where they like some type of punishment. Because that's just ridiculous, dude. The fact that you have radiation leaking out, you ain't taken care of fucking 10 years later. And now you've got fucking oil problem that's killing, that's dumping, what is it, like hundreds of thousands of fucking gallons
It's
out
an oil
here.
tanker, yeah, and it's only getting worse and breaking up more and more every day, man. Like that thing's gonna. What they're saying is what's gonna happen is gonna break in half pretty much over time and just sink. And all that's just gonna be everywhere, bro. And I've seen countless numbers of videos where it's literally just people. It's literally just fucking people, bro. The native people there cleaning this shit up, man, with like no safety equipment, nothing.
Out of the water?
Yeah, there's no help. It's literally the native people there, bro. The people living there right now, Mauritania. Would you bring it up?
I just want to see if I can see it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Have you seen video?
Yeah. And it's funny because it's not it's not very, it's not like heavily covered, man. Like as far as news coverage goes. I'm able to bring it up here real quick. I'm gonna bring it up on this screen.
Yeah, that's
And let's see, bring it up on this screen real quick. Yeah, see what we can find. Yeah. You found one? You good?
DJs helps out because they offer.
Don't want to get pulled.
Don't play that noise. We're gonna get a shit drop. There we go.
Oh man, that's in little water too. I don't want to see some white guy talk about it.
That's what I hate when you find these news videos and all you see is these
A picture?
Yeah. Well, that and like it's just them talking about it.
Yeah.
They'll show like a 2-second clip. It'll just be like, oh shit, like what the fuck,
It seems like we should just invest $1 billion or a couple $1 billion and just figure out how to clean up oil better, right? Put $1 trillion. The world should just put $1 trillion in that.
It should just be required that you have a comprehensive oil cleanup plan and devices if you're gonna be an oil company.
You're running the UN. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. You're running the UN. What do? You do anything?
As far as the oil spill?
As far as the oil spill.
Oh,
Any punishment? What do you do?
You have to, man. It's like you gotta do like I mean, I'm not sure because I don't know what like you have before you for that like type of thing. Like what is like a what, like do you just like you take out like international sanctions on them or some shit? Like because you don't what do you do?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Fine them money.
That's what I was saying. And well,
there's a video over here. I'm not sure what this is all. They show people cleaning it up on the coast.
It's a tough call. But they just done so much. It's like, God damn. I mean, I know we all are doing it, but they're just like, they do big shit. I think number one, we can make a rule that if there is an oil spill, that oil company is no longer allowed to operate in this country.
Yeah, so you just have people, it just look like regular people volunteering to go out and clean it up, help clean it up or some shit. What you got going on?
If your pipeline breaks, you're no longer allowed to build pipelines in the country. And if you get an oil spill, you're no longer allowed to drill in the country or sell in the country. That's what I'm thinking. That's just tar right there. That's just straight black. How, bro? I mean, how do you even get that out the water, dude? Why are they trying to show us healthy coral? Wow, look at nice water too, bro. Yeah. That was nice water.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is like a coast off Africa.
Oh, it's not in Japan?
No, it's not. It's not in Japan at all. It's a Japanese-owned ship, oil tanker.
Oh, I got you. How did it sink?
Not sure.
Why don't you look that up? I wonder how did that thing sink. Huh. That's a good question. No. I don't know, but I just feel like you got to figure out something. I don't know. You're not allowed to even transport oil no more. Shit.
So it hit the ground on a coral reef. off the Indian
It hit
Ocean
a coral
island.
reef on top of everything. Dude, you broke a coral reef too?
125. So his crew was evacuated. Since then, been leaking. Yeah. Let's see where.
Oh my god. How did, bro, all the radar and sonar technology we got. And you ain't know that damn coral reef was there. A coral reef?
That's not where.
A coral reef is
That's
huge.
not where it is.
In my head.
Is it Mauritania? I think it's Mauritius. I don't know. It's somewhere off of this, like right here.
By Madagascar.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure at least. I don't know.
Huh. And France is trying to take care of Africa over there, huh? So they can look good. Public image. It's just pledge their support instead.
Mauritius.
That's sick then, dude. For every gallon spilled, you owe me $1 million. So that's $100 million.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see where is it at exactly. Mauritius.
How about
So
$1
it's
billion
Mauritius.
or the ability
Yeah, there
to
it
jump
is,
30
yeah.
feet?
Right off Madagascar coast. That's somewhere like out here. That's what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying,
probably a
man.
beautiful island.
Exactly, man. Untouched.
Yep.
Like, come on, this
There's
is
little
all ocean
islands
there.
like that. We gotta find one of them.
This is probably
Damn,
a
that
dope ass island over
Thailand
here.
bop is far.
This is probably a dope ass island, bro.
What is that?
A dope ass island in the middle.
Antarctic. Huh.
It's right there.
Wow,
yeah.
that's scary, bro.
in the middle of nowhere.
Middle
bro.
of nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, keep me on the mask.
You went on an island, bro. Look at this guy. Also, this guy right here.
Oh, what the fuck is that? I think that's a glitch.
That's my thing. Is like when you look at like Hawaii out here, bro. Like Hawaii's deep out there, bro. You never really realize it.
Far off of the coast. We're checking out the
Look,
map,
look,
everyone.
Right there.
Hey, what's the follow up?
See, like Hawaii's all over here. Like where that's at, man.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
is pretty far, man.
No, nowhere. There's no land anywhere. You
Go
know?
closer in. How much big is it? God, it's not that big at all. But it's beautiful. You know, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. I want to go there.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I want to move there, bro.
Oh, I
Just
would
go
love
live in
to.
Hawaii, man.
But everybody says it's so expensive. Yeah.
bro.
Think about Max Holloway, right? This little island right here in the middle of the ocean sends this 145-pound warrior. That would be the best in the world. You know? Like, that just blows my mind, bro. It's just like, he's just, like, it's like this, like, I don't know, old, it reminds me of this, like, old school, you know? Like, we've sent our best. We have the best 145-pounder in the world.
Oh, this is that. Okay, so all right, this is where that's at. Gotcha.
I want to see some deep ass water too that's clear. Like 20, 30 feet of water. And just look straight through it. Bucket list style.
If you're gonna be an oil company, you should make security/plan B a priority if you have a spill, like how army bases have security. Yeah, exactly. You know.
Well, I'm
This
sure
is
they
common
do, but
sense.
like, I mean, what do? They get 50%.
Oh, bro, look at that. What you got? Oh my God. See, that's the cleanup effort right there.
That's horrible. Just gallons on gallons.
No, if you were, oh, there goes Jackie's.
But remember, I was telling you, the people that were cleaning up the oil, they'll lie to you and tell you we got up to like 60% or something like that. They're like, we're lucky to get like 20%.
Exactly.
Like,
fuck out of here. You're not doing.
yeah,
what?
you're not. So, but they're saying that they spent $100 million. You know, something should have to happen, Goose. Something should have to happen. That's for sure.
I kept reading that as Gucci.
Gucci? I take Goosey. Goose.
Goose
To
egg.
me, in my opinion, though, it's
Goose
just
egg
like
dot.
once you. That's one of them things. It's one of them things where once you fuck up that one time, you don't get a second chance on that.
Nah,
Like
man,
BP
come
oil
on.
spill, it's over, buddy. No, you fucked up.
And you owe us all your money and assets. Simple as that.
Give it your wife's.
You owe us all your money, all your assets. Here we go. Still
I
not
run
enough.
BP now.
Still not enough. Yeah, we own BP.
Right now, I
America
say.
owns BP.
Right now, I say. I
British
want you to
Petroleum
be.
is owned by us.
I want you to be an oil driller out there in the ocean, you know, on an oil rig, running it. 250 grand a year.
You're asking me if I take that position? Fuck yeah. I'm sorry.
Because Could you imagine
Let
being
me
the
get a
one?
check and get out of there real quick.
Could you imagine being the one that's ordering it though? Where you're just like, drill. Just like you just feel this fucking drill
This
going
is a protected
down.
zone.
They go thousands
Drill.
of feet, bro. Thousands of feet down there. You just shove a drill down there. You're just like, it probably shakes a little bit, right?
I want to say,
Dude, how do they anchor that big ass fucking rig?
bro, I watched a video on it, bro.
What do they do?
They have floating ones that like automatically like adjust. But I mean, if it's
I
like,
don't get that.
if it's enough,
what the fuck are you saying? They automatically adjust with a big ass drill in there?
Yeah, they have ones. Yeah, they float around, and then when they're ready to set up, they just fucking have these like extending things, and they're like they install it in place. It's so crazy.
Oh, so
man.
it does anchor down when they
Oh,
drill.
oh
though.
yeah. But they do have some ones that float, man. And they just
While
drill.
they drill?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
That seems
It's some
crazy.
wild shit,
I don't see how that together. I just picture the oceans like just wearing on them bolts
They've
and
come
nuts.
far, man. You've come very far. That's all I can say. I have no idea.
So how do they it in the ground?
Oh, they build structures. They build structures, or it has like some type of like extending structure that like it'll just prop itself up on. It's crazy shit, man. Like some of these like they have oil rigs are like boats. It sails to its destination and it'll just like prop itself up and just start drilling.
What?
Yeah,
that don't make sense, dude.
bro.
That's like a
these things are
transformer,
fucking
bro.
Crazy, man.
It's gonna go hundreds of feet.
Yeah.
It'll go 100
No,
feet.
That won't go hundreds of feet. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of spots
50?
drilling like that. Like deep sea drilling is another section of drilling. Whereas these types of drills, they're like it's like offshore drilling. You know what I'm saying? It's not that far down.
Oh, okay, so 50 feet.
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah. Or 100 feet.
And they got legs that still touch.
Yeah.
100 feet, Steve.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, though? You get where I'm confused here?
Yeah.
They press a button and legs go down 100 feet and set them in place.
Yeah.
I do not believe you.
100 feet, bro.
I cannot
100 feet,
believe it.
bro.
That's magic.
You know what I'm saying?
That is 100
that's
feet of legs.
That's engineering,
Under
bro.
what, dude? In the ocean?
Bro, they drilled in the deep sea.
Okay, but you gotta anchor correctly, dude. I don't see how you just press a button and you got 4 legs, 5 legs
Bro,
coming out of here and anchoring you.
When you
I do not trust that.
When you got what they call black gold in the ground and you just have fucking money pouring your ass, you're able to build crazy shit, man.
I wanted them to end at the ground like 18 feet, put the legs inside of it, and then fill it up with cement and like cement
That's why we
into
need
the
a
ground.
Jamie. So just be like, pull up a video of like oil
Pull
rigs.
that shit up.
Pull up a
It
video
would
of
already
oil
been
rigs
up.
and shit,
It
bro.
already been up with Jamie. You know that.
Oh, exactly, because we've been talking about it. You must have hella tabs,
Shout out
bro.
Jamie. He's got the best computer in the world, bro. He's probably got 32 tabs up. Oil rigs establishing their base.
Yeah, they're literally insane, man. I know you're from Wendover. Great guy. Check him out.
Who?
It's a good channel of this Wendover Productions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does
Okay,
a lot of
Wendover.
videos. They're really cool. Yeah, they're good videos.
Okay, whenever. Shout.
Show out Wendover.
It's funny how like any videos can get good. Like there's like a guy who just goes around with a big ass magnet, and people just like watching that.
They just have I don't know, play it in the background real quick. I mean, when there's so much money to be attained by that object, bro, the ends like nothing's impossible when there's money at the end of it, man.
Okay, listen to this.
Hundreds of feet of legs.
I got another one I want to give to you. You walk into a closet, right? There's a glory hole, and it's just got like a little piece of wood table coming out about 8 inches.
Is that for your nuts?
A dick slides through from the other side, right? And you
Okay.
got a machete. You don't know who it is. You just got to cut his dick off for 50 grand. You
Okay.
get out, no charges pressed. live your rest of your life. Would you do it?
Yeah, why not?
You just chop a random dude's dick off.
For 50K. You said 50K,
What
right?
if we just hear my scream? Why would you?
Imagine-
Now you hear like you hear your nephew, your nephew Clarence, just like, this twisted world. I'm immortal technique now, dog. Like I'm the devil. I'm the devil, dog. I'm the devil crying here, bro.
I don't fucking know, bro. I don't even know what you want me to
You
say.
just cut your nephew's dick off.
Unknowingly
50K.
50K.
You didn't even ask about taxes. 36.
36K racks.
I'm out of here.
Racks.
What do you buy with 36K? What do you do with that?
I'm definitely gonna be. I'm not even gonna spend on anything.
A key.
I'll be an Instagram star where I'm just throwing around 36K all the time, but it's the same 36K every time.
Okay.
I'm just like you know how like Black X be doing videos, just be like I got 100 racks, you know, just like, just like
Okay. I see a
Instagram
spot
star.
for you.
Instagram star. Look at these bitches. Been there for a long time. I'm in a single spot.
I definitely see a spot for you, bro. In that like just Asian flex and people. What is it called? Filthy Rich Asians. Is that what they called?
That's the movie.
The show.
That's
It's
the
a show
movie.
too.
Is there a show? Filthy Rich
Yeah,
Asians?
Filthy
I
Rich
didn't realize there was a show.
Yeah. Filthy Rich Asians. So people love that, bro. You just go in there, you wear a bandana, and you get fronts.
And I make more money, you know. And then you just pretty much act just like 6ix9ine. That's
Yeah.
not sure what else you're supposed to do in that situation.
Well, you got to spend some money because you got to buy your followers.
Do you? Will
Take
you?
us to
Though?
36K.
Will you?
I don't know. I'm joking, but I mean, you got to spend some. You're not going that hard. You're actually going to purchase something. What would you do with like 36K? Because it's not a crazy amount. So I'm just wondering.
It's not a crazy amount. So I mean, like,
So you got to kind of do something smart. Like it's not going to change your life. So it's like,
no, it won't.
like, what are you going to do? You're going to put down payment on a house? Yeah,
No,
you're not going to buy a whip with that. You can buy an RV.
Imagine, yeah, you
That'd be cool.
You have to do something like that where, like,
Buy an RV.
Get out of here, or like you try and get like a down payment on some land and kickstart, your little
36 Tesla
home build
stocks.
thing, or you get a bunch of Tesla stock.
36 Tesla stock.
But I mean, like,
you let it skyrocket to 17.
I might be able to do something pretty good with that, man. I feel like
you let it skyrocket to 17 and you sell.
I mean,
now I got 54 racks.
As far as I'm concerned, it's just keep going up. It's just
you
gonna keep going.
Yourself.
Just by the.
It's inflated.
It's just gonna keep going up, man.
Did you see that he's about to release some Neuralink information?
Yeah,
that's cool.
I'm waiting for it, man, just to see what he says, man. Because
would you do that?
Yeah,
they're gonna sew it into your brain, bro.
What if it does what he says it does? It's like, yeah,
I don't know. Dude. I just want to be me.
I want to be able to help push the technology forward. Put it in my brain. I'll tell you what's wrong with it.
My brain.
My brain's wrong. Okay, I just need all Neuralink.
You need the whole Neuralink. Make it all. I hate it.
I'm sitting here.
I just picture that altered sci-fi horror, bro, where like you wake up in the middle of the night and it's like someone screeching in your ears and you can't get it out, and you're like holding your ears in the mirror, like to the point you fucking shoot yourself in the head because the ringing's so loud. And I'm just like, I told him
not to do it, man. I told him not to do it, bro.
I don't like the fact you're putting it in my head. Like, that's a problem to me. And you're not putting nothing in my brain. That's not happening, dude. You think you're going in my skull? Are you fucking crazy? No. You're never. You could tell me superpowers. You're not going in my skull, dude. It has to be somewhere else. It has to be somewhere else on me. You tell me, like, hey, I will chip you in your arm. We can work with that. You can tell me neck, maybe. You're not going to my skull. It's just not happening. No. There's got to be like a 1% chance that you die then.
Yeah, definitely. No one knows what you're gonna see go wrong with it.
Way too high.
He
was honest with the Mars survival rate there. He was like, it's probably like less than 50. For like the first people going.
Because I think you can't really lie about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think
that's why he's like, I ain't going.
It's clear it's not something that's like.
It's crazy to shoot something at Mars and like it just land there, and then we send people and it's like they're waiting. It's so weird.
They're waiting. I mean,
that's what they're gonna do.
The amount of
they're
time
gonna shoot structures there.
The amount of time it takes to get there, bro, is like that's another.
It's not
thing
that
that's
long.
Crazy, man.
It's only a couple, like 2 years.
But still, bro, 2 years.
Dude, to get to another planet, that's not fucking that
bro,
crazy. Dude, 2 years of human travel to get to another planet, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, that's a close planet. But still, that's a close planet. It's taking 2 years.
Okay, that's good. That is so good, dude. Dude, if you told me the close planet was 12 years, I'd be like, that's so good. We do not go that fast. We're not even shooting no more once you're out there, bro. You're not accelerating no more. You're just floating.
You're going fast.
You're going fast, but you're not accelerating. You know what I mean?
You're going fast as fuck.
Fast, yeah.
Thousands of miles an hour.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, for as fast as we can go, for us to be able to get to another planet in 2 years, that's fucking pretty amazing, bro. That's actually fucking phenomenal. I don't know what else you could expect. Like, how shorter could you expect, Steve?
I'm not expecting
6
shorter.
months?
I'm not expecting shorter, bro. That's still a crazy long time, though, man. That's what I'm saying. That's a close planet. It puts
That
into
is
perspective.
not that long.
Listen. No, let me finish the thought. It puts into perspective how far you would even have to go to just to get the solar system. You know what I'm saying? Like you're still talking like what, like 100 years?
I'm seeing like
Get the fuck out of the solar system, bro.
dude.
Like, yo,
Steven,
that's so crazy.
bro, in 100 years, you could get out of the solar system. That is scary. It's not crazy. You know what I mean? It's scary that it's only 100 years away from me. What? The
Only
end's right there of my fucking solar system. It's possible for me to reach. You know, like that. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear something astronomical.
That's not-
10,000 years of
That's not
human
possible
travel,
to reach, though.
dude. No,
That's not possible.
no, dude. I'm not trying to jump no solar system, dude.
That's not possible, though, man. Like that's not by today's standards. It's impossible. You know
What do you mean? Leave the solar system?
If it is
We
100
couldn't.
years, you know what I'm saying? That you can't. No one could survive 100 years. I mean,
Even if
you can't pack 100 years of food. Like,
dude, I could eat. If you told me 100 years and I'm a scientist or I'm doing anything, I plan missions, dude. I'm like, that's so easy, bro. Yes, I can't live one human life 100 years, but I only need 2 human lives to get 100 years. This is great. I get my first human out to like 60, 70. By the time that dies, her child and the child, his and her child on there is 20 something.
You can't. You have 60 years of food for someone?
You would have to generate food on there, dude.
Uh,
Bro, I told you about that
I'll
movie.
tell you how. Like,
Dude, I just told you about a movie like that, bro.
Yeah,
Where
but
they
the
sent those the felons, the people
yeah,
of life,
movie.
they sent them out.
You know, that's like how it's like it's
Bro,
not that easy, bro.
Dude, they grow shit in
Not that
space. You
easy,
can
bro.
you can grow shit in space though.
But they haven't grown enough for a fucking to survive. You know, that's a whole other ordeal.
Yeah, but it's like
Is a spaceship big enough? Like
we
it's just
can
like
figure
we're
out things
so
like
far
that.
away, bro.
We already put them up there for
We're
years.
so far away, man.
We give you enough food for Mars?
Well, but that's the thing. We resupply them, from the Earth.
No, like SSI, but we're not going to resupply Mars trip. Mars is
You would.
No, you
have
don't,
to.
bro.
You would have to, bro.
dude. They're going to have enough food for 2 years,
You
bro.
would have to.
Dude,
But
you're
then
not-
you gotta get there and live.
Yeah, when they get
And have
there, they will have shit waiting. Yeah, but the trip, 2 years, they had the food that they brought.
So they can bring 2 years worth of food to survive the trip, and then X amount to then eat when you land. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
you would have to keep sending stuff.
dude, listen to me.
We have to
okay?
keep sending stuff.
The Mars plan, right, is they send the stuff to Mars, right? So the structures, everything you need, all that's landed autonomously. That's why they're practicing now with rovers. So we land on there with the stuff. You send a crew with 2 years worth of food. When they land there, they find you never seen Martian. You got to watch more movies, bro. You got to watch more movies. You would know this kind of stuff if you watch Martian. It was a huge movie, bro. So the guy gets stuck on Mars, and like when he gets there, he's supposed to have all this shit, but things go bad. But he still finds a way to grow shit, which is potatoes, because potatoes grow in what Mars's tiles are. You get what I'm saying? They grow in that kind of dirt, dusty experience. They can grow in pretty much anything. So he was actually growing potatoes with his own shit, dude. It was pretty savage. And he finesses it. But we would have other shit to be able to grow. We can grow stuff on
We're
Mars.
not even
Bro.
sure. They're not sure.
We're gonna
about
grow
to
stuff on Mars.
bro.
We're gonna grow stuff on Mars.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna
Bro.
grow
Like
stuff on
it's just such an insane feat, bro. And it's the first attempt. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? It's
we've
you
hit
would
Mars
have to
multiple
keep- you would have to
times,
keep
dude.
Resupplying
Multiple
it, man.
countries have hit Mars now. It's only 2 years away.
But not people. It's a whole other thing, bro.
Dude, we are gonna be
And setting up a colony on there.
we're gonna see people on Mars. Me and you will see people on Mars.
We'll see, bro. You know,
Let's place a bet.
we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we see him on
Let's
Mars.
place
you know
a
what
bet
I'm
of 500 push-ups. Something astronomical, right? You have to do 500 push-ups in one day, or actually owe the other person.
So
$100.
So what would be considered successful? Like, did people just land on there? So I think people will land, but a surviving Mars colony is another thing.
No, I'm not saying we're
You know
gonna
what I'm saying?
be thriving on a colony there, but
Yeah.
I'm saying we can grow stuff there, and people can land there, and they can live there. Like we can have 1 or 2 people stationed on Mars.
See, that's something that like you say, but like it's nothing that's been proven yet. You know what I'm saying? You can
We've
just say
landed
it.
on Mars, right? We've landed on
robots,
Mars.
rovers. Yeah, no spaceships.
Dude, that's harder
You know
to
what I'm saying?
do. A robotic experience from a dude, you're 2 years away. You're 2 years away sending a signal it has a time span in it. It takes forever to even get there. I'm literally controlling how I land on the planet. It's way safer and way easier.
Oh no, not at all, bro.
Yes,
not at all, bro. Because you ever see those things come in and land? It really comes in a big ass fucking inflatable thing, and it just fucking hits the ground hard, bounces, bro. with a
Dude, are you talking
parachute,
about
know what I'm
Apollo
saying?
right now? Are you talking about
No,
the
I'm talking,
Apollo?
I'm talking about the
video you're seeing?
rovers. The rovers, when they land, bro, they're in a big ass inflatable thing, and when they parachute down and they hit violently, bro.
Yeah, but
You
it's
know
a
what I'm saying?
parachute
I was
landing.
saying,
It's
but like,
survivable.
but I'm saying, like the moon.
No one said it would be
the moon's
beautiful.
way different than Mars, bro. We
No
have
one said
not
it'd be beautiful.
landed a spaceship on Mars.
But we landed a rover
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
We landed a rover
We didn't
there.
land a rover. It crashed on the planet.
Dude, it landed by parachute, Steven.
And
That's
hard
not
as
a crash.
Fuck. Hard as fucking it's an
That-
inflatable ball.
It's a landing
Hard as
then.
fuck it's an inflatable ball.
Steven,
You know what I'm saying? You gotta land something.
We
on
are
its
2
feet.
years
It's a delicate
away
process.
in space,
It's a delicate
and we
process.
made something deploy a
We just
fucking
made something.
parachute.
We just made reusable rockets that can land on Earth.
We
You think it's
made
that easy to get it on
something
Mars? Okay.
parachute,
Okay.
bro.
We just made something that could land back on Earth.
We made something parachute there.
That could land on Earth. But
It
humans
took
aren't gonna survive that.
pictures.
Our humans aren't gonna survive a fucking crash landing with a parachute.
Dude,
hard as fucking an inflatable
it's
ball.
gonna be a hard landing. It's
An
gonna be a
inflatable
hard
ball.
landing. It's gonna be a hard landing. And once again, what Elon tell you? Less than 50.
That's what
No
I'm
one said
saying.
everyone's living,
That's what I'm saying.
but we can get people
Everyone could
there.
die, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think everyone's dying.
Everyone
We're
could die.
figuring out a way.
The spaceship could fail. It just fucking just
I'll tell you who
die.
don't leave my space force. This guy.
Well, we like I said,
never
we
faced my
just
Space
made
Force.
rockets that could land back on Earth. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Steven, I always make this argument with you. We just funded rockets that can land back on Earth, bro. We just funded it. So we got it when we funded
A
it.
private company did it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It was funded and it got done.
And
So
we
like
just
I say
figured
all
it
the
out.
time, if you fund
We
it,
just
it can
figured
get
it out.
done, right?
And we
But
just
when you give
figured it out.
but when you give NASA 4% of the fucking military budget that you have, well then yeah, you're not going to get much shit done like that. But I guarantee you, if NASA had the military budget, we
And-
would have been knew how to land
Okay,
rockets.
and that's cool, but what's the reality of the situation?
The reality
That's
situation is if
so
we-
that we just got around to landing
and we show we can
rockets
learn.
on Earth.
And we show we can learn it.
Learning and the
Dude,
testing process for landing
dude.
on Mars is a complete separate thing.
Dude,
that we
how-
can't even control. It takes 2 years to do something
How
like that.
fast did Elon do
know
that?
what I'm saying?
How fast did Elon do that, dude?
He did it quick.
5 years?
He did it quick.
5 years.
He did it quick.
And
That
he's
was more than
just-
that.
Bro, it was like 5 years from when he said the time that he was going to land a rocket.
And that's awesome, bro. But the
That's
testing
incredible,
capabilities,
bro.
bro, the testing capabilities on Mars it's way different, bro. It's not the same.
It's not
Because
the
you do
same.
the one, you do the other.
But
That's
the
not the
fact
case.
of how much we can show, bro. Like, I don't know
That's
why you're
great.
not
I
amazed
have-
with
no,
it, dude.
I'm
The
amazed.
more
I have
funding,
faith.
the
I think
more.
it's cool, but it's gonna be a
So
long
that's
time.
so that's just with Elon funding it. That's just now he's getting NASA funding and
That's
government funding,
cool
right?
what the
That's just with
possibilities are, but what's the reality of what's going on? They're not funding this shit like they should. That's a great point. Yeah.
and they're putting it towards
what
it,
if
right?
what if we do fund it? That's an awesome thought, and I wish we would
I don't
fund it more.
I don't understand
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't understand where you're confused with this though. When we do fund it, we show success.
And we figure it out. Yeah. Okay.
So we're figuring it out.
And eventually we'll figure it out. You know, how long until we get a colony and people survive there? I don't know.
I never said a colony.
we'll
Once again,
see
I
it, you know
never
what
said
I'm
a
saying?
colony. I just said
Until
people
we
landing there.
land someone there.
Dude, I say
That's a long time.
I think next 30 years.
it's a long time.
I said we would see it. That's all I said.
You know?
We would see it.
I think you'll see plenty of like failures. And I think you'll be probably a little bit more like 50. You know,
I
something
think
like
we
that,
land people on Mars the first attempt.
especially if you only have Musk tackling it.
I bet someone lives.
You know, and
But now
and-
he's being
and
funded
Amazon
with
and
NASA.
Amazon is not looking that great. But what percentage of funding is that? It's a very minuscule amount of funding. You know, it's great that there's
Yeah,
some money
they need
going to
more.
it, and he needs way more.
He's way more,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
But
and that's the problem.
I'm
at the
saying is
end.
every time
and
we put our goals to it, we put our money towards it,
And
we figure it out.
that's
So
what
I
I'm
think
saying,
we,
man. And I don't,
we can figure
I
it
don't
out.
think we're putting the proper money.
I don't think we're-
things into it. You know what I'm saying?
You got 50 years left on Earth. You think
Yeah.
we're 50 years away? I don't think so.
Do you see a human land on there? You know, I'm just not like it's a lofty goal, man. You know, it's a lot. You know, a 2-year space voyage is unheard of. You know,
Dude, I think we can do it.
the
bro.
moon is hours.
I think we can
It's
do
not
it.
days.
Yeah, it
Is it
is.
days? How many
Yes,
days is it?
it's like 3 days, I think.
Days, whatever. Days. 2 years is a huge leap for humans.
Once again, no one said it would be easy, But
Yeah.
I believe it's something we can achieve
We
because
can achieve
of
it.
what I
have faith in
but
it.
to me,
it's all amazing.
But to me, it all comes back to the first thing I told you. I strictly believe in this because I cannot believe how close it is. Like, I can't believe that it's only 2 years away. Like, I just think that that's like some type of blessing, bro, or something with the cosmos. Because it's just unfathomable to me that I could head somewhere in pitch black and eventually run into another ball in the middle of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? And in 24 months' time? 2 years? Like, that's not long, bro. If I left right now, I'd be 28. You know, like, that's not crazy.
I mean, it's crazy because it's unheard of. It's not something we've never done before, bro. We've never done. We've done the
And
moon
we
boy, you know what I'm saying?
never cloned
The 2
animals
years,
before.
you
We
know?
never cloned meat before. We never had Impossible Burger before. We've never did
That's
vertical
cool,
growing
but
before.
all your
We
resources
never
are in this one
swear.
place, and we can trial and error time and time again. And
You
do
know what they talk
repetitive
about for
drills.
long distance
This is not a
travel?
repetitive drill that you
No,
can
but
do.
you know what they're investing in? And you know what they're going to use for long distance space travel? They're going to mine asteroids on the way. That's what they're going to do.
I think Japan
Steal.
landed their satellite
Steal
on
its
that
carbon.
asteroid.
Whoa, that's so
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, Japan landed a satellite on an asteroid. That's they have supposed footage of it. But
Once
it's,
again,
you know,
I would like to see that. Once again, nothing's crazier. We talked about it before, but nothing's crazier than that rock entering the solar system.
yeah.
You're just like, what? What do you mean? Like when you say
How'd
that,
you find that?
right? But here's the thing about it. For like when in my head, you picture it like it when it comes through, there's like this circle around it and like punctures like this force field, right? Like, isn't that how you picture it?
Yeah.
But it's not like that, probably, right? It's really just the spot that it enters. You know,
solar
like it's
system
not.
or it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like
When you enter a
exactly.
different solar
Yep.
system, you didn't puncture
Yeah.
nothing. You know, you just went to another spot past.
That's the one.
Well, what are they define where it ends up?
That's the one thing with Jupiter is like we would see a lot more of those things if we didn't have Jupiter, man. The Jupiter's gravity swings a lot of shit out of the solar system, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Since it's just so huge.
Yeah, it's huge, bro. Jupiter's fucking massive, has a huge gravitational pull and field. It either sucks them in or it just fucking causes it with its orbit around the sun. It just launches them right back up our solar system. There's a belt, an asteroid belt in our solar system beyond Jupiter, and that we would see a lot more of those things if Jupiter wasn't there. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah. It is wild, man. We
Just
had,
in the right spot.
we had a really good formula for life here in the solar system.
It worked perfectly.
And it's almost more like it's more impossible for life to not be here than it is possible.
That's very true. Yeah, that is very true. It has all the conditions.
Yeah, you know.
But it's weird because it has all the conditions that we consider livable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like there's something out there that's looking at that like I could never live there. You know what I mean? It's not negative 300 Celsius.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll never live there.
Absolute zero. No, thank you. Exactly, man. So
Oxygen.
I mean, it's all based off what we think we know. I mean, like nothing, like absolute zero is the point at which everything freezes. So I mean, you know, and I mean everything has a recognized boiling point.
Well, what's the temperature of space? Is it not absolute zero?
I don't believe
it's
so.
It's freezing
no.
though, ain't it?
I don't believe so. Yeah,
but it does freeze.
There's freezing parts, but I think there's some.
So I
parts where
wonder
it might
if
be
you if you are on a 2-year voyage, would you have to fire up your engine every once in a while just to kind of get some frost off of there?
I'm not sure how you decide trajectory. Like, do you just go straight towards that particular area where you're pinpointing?
Well,
it would be in an orbit, you know. Like,
well, here's my thing. I mean, we're also getting better on AI. So, like, I imagine, like, ideally, you send shit there. You send a couple AI robots to set shit up. You know what I mean?
Because it's like you launch in a direction because you're like, all right, Mars is here in its orbit.
But that
in 2
is
years,
crazy math.
In 2 years, it'll be here in this orbit. So this is where we're going this way.
It's crazy math.
And it's just like that. It's so.
But we have to shoot from
bro.
this spot on Earth.
Exactly.
You know, like you can't just shoot from anywhere.
Yeah. It's
so crazy.
It's so crazy. And it's literally like hitting a fucking like it's like hitting a fucking button
with
a Boeing 737.
But my thing is how they can like do the little adjustments with like the flames. Like, oh, I'm just gonna make it shoot over here a little, shoot over here a little bit. You know what I mean? Like from fucking hundreds of thousands of miles away, dude. Like,
I don't know, man.
What? That was the scary part in that movie I was telling you about. God, I forget what it's fucking called, but he's like they're sending back the messages to Earth still, like giving them updates. And then it shows the people on Earth, and they're like talking about them, and they're like, those people. They're like, you still think about them? We stopped getting their messages years ago. It takes like 6 years for a message to get here from them, you know, and they send one every day.
Yeah.
It's like they don't even know the update anymore because they're just so fucking far out.
Yeah, that's another thing is I'm not even sure how communication will work.
How's it even still get
It's
there?
so far,
How's it
bro.
still get there? It don't even make
With
sense.
what?
I
What do
want
you
like
shoot?
a device that could just process that wherever you're at in the universe, and you could just put them on like these headphones. You know what I mean? And like that sound wave that would. How do you? It holds a voice.
Is it radio?
It holds a voice. Like
how do you transmit a picture you take?
Right. That doesn't make no sense, bro.
I don't.
Because you're not using data no more. You know what I mean? Like it's not even data. It's just like a beam of like energy or something.
But it is data, you know.
A beam of data energy.
You receive it, and it will just you can process it, and it's like, oh, a picture.
But it's
what the fuck?
But you know it's not shot like in a laser. Like it can't even
4K.
see. It can't even see Earth no more. They just send it in that direction, right? And then somehow we just receive it. Well, with like big ass antennas, how do we even know where it's gonna hit at? Like how Sound Kings?
Bro, I don't
like
know, man.
that is very. I want to
man.
know more about that.
I don't know, man.
We'll do some studying. Another Friday night. Thank you everybody for checking us out. Appreciate you. Goosey, we're holla at you, buddy. Thank you for looking at us.
That's my boy Gucci.
Love you, everybody. Gucci Doc. We'll keep coming back. Appreciate you all.
Like, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. We'll be back at y'all. Thank you so much.